Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this special time together on our wonderful Sunday morning experience, the second week in August. It's going by in a hurry. Had a recent conversation based on a call for treatment for greater good. And I asked them if they were accepting greater good, are they really getting ready for it? So let's explore this morning the idea of greater good and how to get ready for it. In thinking about this concept and how to work with it, I can go back in my memory to my first year class in 1964, Los Angeles, Institute of Religious Science. My wonderful teacher, the Reverend Dr. Reginald Armour, started this whole thing with Dr. Holmes. Dr. Armour, my dear, dear friend and teacher and mentor, encouraged me to go into the ministry and pointed the way to Religious Science International, where I developed my ministry under the tutorage of Dr. Raymond Charles Barker, Dr. Robert Bitzer, but from the very beginning, Dr. Armour had a tremendous influence on my life because he was an Orthodox religious scientist and didn't apologize for it. Dr. Holmes said in his last lecture at the Cedar that in the future he would love to see religious science practiced as it is. Dr. Armour, in our first year class, and there I was, 24 years old. I was also in school on the GI Bill at the time, and I had the opportunity to take daytime class in first year and then go that night. So I would get 2 classes with Dr. Armour. In the first year class principle, which is the understanding of principle and how to apply it, how to get yourself ready. Knowing about something is not enough. You need to know as you can know as it would know. A musician playing an instrument needs to know as that instrument would know. Same thing with every aspect of life. It all has beginning, middle, end. It all has cause, law, and effect. So your challenge is to ask yourself, am I doing more than just thinking about good and trying to accept good? Am I really giving it a place to happen? Am I getting ready for good? You do this, my friends, by continually being receptive to new ways and methods for greater good. Keep doing it the same way, to keep setting the same cause in motion, you'll keep having the same effect. So, new cause, and discovering how to live with the event that appears as a result of the new cause. Learn how to live with it. Learn how to live as it would live. depend on the principle of divine good and know that it expresses through many different ways, but it's all God. Many different channels of expression, many different opportunities. Dr. Carl Jung used to call it synchronicity. You see, you're synchronizing with your thinking 24/7. Now, as New Thought thinkers, as people who study the principle as expressed through unity, divine science, religious science, CSL, Anton, Associated New Thought Network, what a great bunch of people they are. And they are my affiliation, and also my dear Angie at Emerson Institute, and the great work they're doing, and I'm doing with them because I'm part of that. But again, the whole principle of all of it, all of the New Thought teaching from International New Thought Alliance and everything that umbrella takes in, is the realization of greater good and teaching you how to be ready for it and do something wonderful when it shows up. And that is to know that it's good enough to be true and you deserve it by right of consciousness. You see, your good is constant. It never fails. It never varies in its nature. It is continually expressing as newness. Even if it's just a new version of the same old thing, it's going to be new every moment. Freshness, newness. Continually expressing now. Now, in spirit, this is what Dr. Armour used to teach us, that in spirit there is no monopoly and no boredom. Thank you, Dr. Armour. There's no monopoly and there's no boredom. You see, that which is eternally making itself new never varies in its divine reality of perfect being. Never. Never, 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 never. Now, we can look at that and we say, well, just as all music is made up of a combination of a few notes and does not have to repeat itself, so your experience and my experience in the God good being endless variety and interest is always waiting, willing, and able to become anything new we let it become. Now, if we're going to get ready for our good, we find out that by always being ready for greater good allows us to know we know that what we're really doing is depending upon good and depending on the realization that our good is always fulfilled. My good is good enough to be true. Let that be your affirmation today. And know, my friends, that you carry good with you wherever you go. Wherever you go and whatever you're doing, each experience is your good objectifying itself in its own, what? Exaltation. How's that? I celebrate my good in its exaltation now. Now, what are you doing when you do that? If you live your life from that understanding, what you're doing is praising this good unfolding in your life as your life. So every day, my friends, and you can let it start this morning, you can rejoice in your awareness of good and know that only good can exist in every relationship you have. Person, place, thing, family, friends, home, work, play. Behold good and good people. If you have someone that's appearing to be less than positive in their experience in relationship to you, just know that somewhere within them, greater good desires to come forth, and whatever needs to happen for it to happen is happening. So know you are always with people that you can rejoice in your awareness of good, and know that only good can exist in every relationship you have. Person, place, thing, family, friends, home, work, play. Behold good and good people. If you have someone that's appearing to be less than positive in their experience in relationship to you, just know that somewhere within them, greater good desires to come forth, and whatever needs to happen for it to happen is happening. So know you are always with people that it's good to be with. People whom it is good to be with. So my friends, know that you are always ready for your good. Accept it gladly, learn how to live with it, and let it get better. And let it be your way. Namaste. Thank you for being with me this morning and sharing this lesson. Now is my opportunity to ask you for your love and support. I'm going to pass the metaphysical basket. You can send a donation, a love offering to us to support our work here at the Tri-City Religious Science Center. My wonderful Katrina Anderson and your wonderful Katrina Anderson will put information up. I think it's Tri-City RSC.org. PayPal will be there. We appreciate you using it. We appreciate your love, your offering, your support, your treatment as we move forward into greater good, and we accept it now. That was my lesson this morning. And now, my friends, let us know there is no condition or circumstance that can deter our greater good. Why? As I speak my word in first person, join with me as I know right now, love in action is God in action. It's everything, everywhere. It's everything I am. It's everything we are. It is every cell of our body, every fiber of our being. We move forward, knowing whatever answers we need for what seems to be a problem, the answer is now free to happen in consciousness, therefore in experience. Health unfolds, happiness unfolds, prosperity and joy unfold. For each and every one of us, for our country, for our world. It's all God in action. And God is love. We know this, let it be so. Turn it over to the law of mind that knows what to do and how to do it and is doing it now. We give thanks. So it is, was, and shall be in the now forever. So it is.